Okay, doctor.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, Bob. How are you today?
All right, doctor, thank you. Uh, yes, doctor, I just came back from hospital and they told me to come and see you. And
Oh,
I don't know why. They said, you know, it was horrible.
yeah.
I thought I'm dying.
Okay. I'm sorry. I see in monitor that you have been hospitalized for something like we call it diverticulitis. Do you know anything about diverticulitis?
Yes, I've heard that it can kill people because, yeah, sometimes the bowels actually perforate and they cause infection all over the body. Yes, I read about it.
Fortunately, there is no perforation, nor abscess, no inflammation or bruise in your peritoneum or your anal area. It's a simple diverticular inflammation, and you will be okay with taking some medication. Are you okay?
Okay, I am okay, yes. Doctor, the hospital didn't tell me anything. But do you think that's it is really this diverticulitis and it's nothing more serious?
Yes, I definitely said to you that based on your report, you don't have any perforation, any abscess, your any serious problem now. But let me know more about your symptoms. Do you have any abdominal pain now?
No, the pain is gone, uh,
Gone.
and there was no bleeding anymore. Uh,
Okay, it's a good news. Okay.
yes.
And do you have any family history of any disease in your family, like colon cancer or like this?
Oh, do you think it's cancer, doctor?
No, I don't think so, but it is necessary to know if your abdominal pain recur again and you have rectal bleeding. We need this information to do colonoscopy for you for the next step.
Oh, so do you think it
Does it
might
sound?
come back again?
Yes, it may come back again, but we can manage it by control your constipation and your diet and your activity. And also with taking some antibiotics, you can control your infection, bacterial infection in your bowel and your diverticular disease. Does
No,
it sound to you?
well, why antibiotics, doctor?
Because diverticular, as you know, it's a outpatch of the inner layer of the your bowel, and some bacteria are in the colon that can gather in this area, and it cause infection. And because of this, you have pain, and sometimes it bleeds, and you have some bleeding.
Okay. So do you think if I take antibiotics, it wouldn't become cancerous?
No, it's not because of the cancer we give you antibiotics, because of treating your diverticular disease and because of we want to control diverticulitis that it not be complicated to perforation or abscess or peritonitis or fistula like this, not because of colon cancer we give you antibiotics.
But you said that but you asked if my family had cancer, so I'm worried about that. And this was horrible, it was really frightening. I thought I'm dying. And you're now
No,
talking about cancer, and then Uh, yeah.
Okay, I understand your concern, but it's necessary to know have some information about the symptoms of the colon cancer because it's very common in patient who doesn't have a good diet and have several and have episodes of constipation and also have family history of colon cancer. So I give you this information, but it's not necessary to have colon cancer.
But my diet is good, doctor. It's just constipation, but I eat a lot of fiber and everything. But it's just my habit. I've
Yes,
always been like this. So do you think
yes.
I can get
I
cancer because of that?
Uh, yes, it's a risk factor for the colon cancer, but it's not definitely said that you will get colon cancer. It increase the risk of the colon cancer.
Okay.
And also modification of your diet is very important for your health. So I give you some leaflet that can help you how to what you eat and what you avoid to eat to don't have
Okay.
constipation.
Doctor, I don't know my family because I was an orphan. And if they have had colon cancer, do you think I can get cancer?
No, it's not necessary that any person who have family history of the colon cancer will get colon cancer, but it's also a risk factor because some genetic factor also important in colon cancer.
So you mean it's in my
Don't
genes?
worry. Yes, genes is important in colon cancer. Don't worry about this problem now. Be focus, be more concentrate on your diet and change your diet by drinking too much fluid and also taking your antibiotics and we will keep on our eye on you to see what happened for you in future. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Do you have any concerns?
Any other questions? No. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
doctor. Thank you. Bye.
And
Okay.
bye.
Well, we don't ask the patients, do you have any other concerns or do you have concerns? That is something we use as we say concern. We ask, do you have anything else? Would you like to ask me anything else? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I tried to be quite difficult.
Yes.
Okay. How was it? How did you feel?
Uh, I feel some flashing in my face. I feel hotness.
So did you feel angry or
No, but I am so anxious. I don't know how to manage this patient.
okay? Right. Difficult patient.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do well?
I think I don't know. Because I always focus on the what the patient asked me. I don't remember what I do best. I think
Okay.
rapport was good and checking and trunking was good and giving information not bad, I think. I don't know.
Okay. So gathering information.
Mm, getting information little. I asked some how does it feel now? have rectal bleeding or abdominal pain like this. I didn't
Oh,
ask more.
okay. Did you ask what happened at the in the hospital?
No, I didn't ask
Okay.
because I
Uh,
think we have in our report.
mhm. How about the structure? Did you have good structure? Were you in control of the consultation?
Yes. I think by saying cancer, I put myself in a hell.
Yes, you put yourself in real trouble
Yes.
by using the forbidden word. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Uh, using forbidden word.
Doctor, you mean that we shouldn't ask about cancer family story?
Um, well, we don't say, do you have any family history of bowel cancer? We say, have you had any family history of any kind of illness, like
Oh,
like heart disease, kidney disease, asthma, or
disease,
any kind of cancer, or I mean,
colon disease.
yeah. You can
Mhm,
just say that in the middle, okay? Not just
not
say
straight.
yeah,
Mhm,
not just have you had any family history of colon cancer?
mhm.
No, we just say any disease like heart disease, kidney disease, lung disease, any cancer, diabetes. So it
Okay.
means that you just need to ask all of these, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean particularly you're focusing on colon cancer. If you only ask colon cancer, that's a triggers in the patient's mind. Oh, so I had this problem in my colon, so it might be cancer. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. So okay. So, do you think it, so? I think you actually said that you uh, lost their structure, yeah? And
Yes.
because yeah, you were anxious because you didn't know what to do with this patient.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, okay, and okay, so you were somehow responsive. Okay, uh,
Yes.
okay. Anything else?
And some jargon I think I used. For example, colon, I think.
Periton, periton, peritoneum. Okay,
Peritoneum. Yes.
per, peritoneum and anal area,
Yes.
fistula. Okay,
Yes.
right, and okay. Anything else? What was the patient's agenda?
Agenda about the why they don't uh, talk about this problem to him about the what's the problem.
And when they don't talk to him, does this make you anxious? They
Mm,
just say go
I
and
don't
go
know.
speak to a doctor. Uh, so it means the patient thinks this might be something serious. They're just not telling me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm. Okay. So the patient's concern is that this might be something serious. And then what else was the agenda? Was the cancer
And
thing. Okay.
also again about recurrence of the
Right?
diverticulitis.
That's right. Recurrence. And did you say it is going to recur or?
Yes, I
Okay.
said it will likely to recur, but we can control it.
Okay. But we can control it. Good. So, right. So we found the agenda. You knew the agenda. Uh,
Yeah.
did you respond to it?
The recurrence, yes, but about the report, they don't talk about the In the hospital, I don't answer the patient.
Uh, okay. Um, right. I mean, overall, I think you did mention some of the agenda, okay, and you did
Yes.
address it. Uh, Anything else? No.
No.
So next is
Doctor, you said all the things. I don't have any new thing, but uh, said be more concentrated. Concentrate. I think she's should say have more concentration.
mm, have more concentration on what? What do you mean?
On in the last part was giving some advice to the patient about drinking more water, and she said that be more concentrate.
Okay. Well, we don't say be, we say concentrate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Please concentrate on your diet and on your health. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right.
Concentrate. And doctor, modification or modification?
Modification.
Modification. And instead of colon, we can use intestine. Intestine,
Large. We say large bowel. Okay. Or
large
large.
bowel.
Yeah. Well, we people use colon nowadays. Yeah. Everybody knows
Oh, then
what colon is.
intestine is jargon also.
No, intestine is not jargon, but it is
Oh,
more formal. It is more written than bowels.
mhm,
They say
mhm.
bowels. Okay,
Bowel. Large
bowel,
bowel and a small bowel.
bowel. Yeah,
Bowel, bowel,
bowel.
yes.
Anything
Hmm.
else?
No, I don't have any.
Okay.
Sorry, doctor. I think you mentioned all of the
Okay.
things.
Okay. It's just the last part. Um,
Yes.
at some point, you said, right?
Yes. Yes.
Uh, you shouldn't do that at the exam, okay? Or say,
Yes.
ah, when I'm going.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
بابا حالا ما گفتیم کنسل. Leave me alone. Okay. Right. I mean, by the end, I felt like you're angry actually because you said, look, concentrate on your health, drink more fluids, and I don't know, you just gave him
Go
orders,
to
and you said,
hell.
yeah, do this and go to hell, and so and that is actually that's not good at all if you do that. So basically, whatever you do, you shouldn't do that. It's they take it as judgmental, and but you're supposed to have a non-judgmental approach. And
Oh,
the yeah, and some people are just stupid. You know, they don't say to anyone, and don't publish this recording. But some people are just like that. Whatever you say, they say something else. Now, how could you do to control this?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. So the first thing is not to mention the word cancer. Okay. And if
Okay.
you mention it, just put it in the middle of a sentence along with other illnesses, and to say that, well, I just have to ask all of this, and then right. Now, the patient is keeps asking you, okay, so how about cancer? Is it going to get to become cancerous? And you said, no, I'm just asking you because I need to ask you. Okay. And it says, so why did you ask me then? So because it's part of our questioning, okay? We have to ask everyone. But you said what? You said because if you have this rectal bleeding again, we have to check you for bowel cancer. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes the patient even worse and says, okay, uh, that another way the patient can be difficult is to say that, well, if I'm, why should we wait then? Then I should have a colonoscopy now, just to make sure it's not cancer. So, right. So, what we need to say is, look, there is always possibility. We're talking about likelihood. We're talking about possibilities. It is nothing is established here. Nothing is proved. All we're talking about is talking about possibilities or likelihood. Okay, so then you can say at the moment we know you had diverticulitis, okay, and that is the fact we deal with, okay. Uh, what is going to happen later, we don't know. We're just talking about possibilities, okay.
Okay.
So because we're talking about possibilities, we're going to talk about prevention, and we're talking about what if something happens, okay.
Okay.
So basically, we need to, and this is a signpost. This is a signpost to the patient who's going to change the agenda to say that, look, we are talking about diverticulitis. This is your illness. This was your illness. It is benign. It is not cancerous. It doesn't normally, or it doesn't usually get cancerous. It's an infection. That's why they gave you antibiotics. Right. So, um, whenever you think that you're losing it, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling that you're lost, get back to the original agenda. So you go back and say, look, the reason you're here today is to discuss diverticulitis. Let's talk about that and deal with it, and then I will tell you more about bowel cancer. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
um, basically, you need to address the agenda one by one. If you want to answer all the questions all at the same time, you get confused because as soon as you answer one question, they ask another question.
Yes.
Okay,
True.
so we need to be in control. We don't want to be responsive. Whatever the patient says, we respond to that. You need to organize it. Okay.